3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Perfect World Masters. We're taking a look at our 4th series of the day. It's Team Kinguin facing off against LGD-Gaming. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the lovely Lacoste. How are you doing, my Croatian buddy?
It's been a while, my friend, since we casted some dotes together, huh?
Yeah,
I'm doing fine. It's a little bit chilly in here.
I like it.
You like it? All right.
I mean, I've got a little bit more layers that keeps me warm in my body.
Yeah, my nipples are freezing, though.
I mean, that's the way of it. You got the nice little jacket on as well. But enough about nipples and freezing. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I think a lot of people would come into this saying LGD easy going to be able to pull this one away. You've got Team Kinguin that's sort of has been a little bit of an upstart recently, particularly against the Chinese teams. Against Noob, they were able to take one game against them. Talk to me a little bit about these guys. What do you think about Kinguin?
I'm not surprised they managed to take down the game from Newbie. The uprising stars, especially mid player Nisha, so young, so good, mechanically one of the better skilled heroes in Europe at the moment. I mean, he's only 17 right now. He's still in a high school, though. I mentioned it a couple of times before. Kinguin, I had them under my radar since they were ATN. They've been sticking around together for, I think, more than a year, actually. Maybe even more than that. Pretty awesome team. All of them are from Poland, so that's very rare today, isn't it? I mean, Chinese teams are all the same nationality pretty much, but there's no one nationality team.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm with you, and I think that the thing that's so cool about it is that it's a smaller country, and like for Polish Dota 2 fans, that's got to be amazing, right? Like you have this country, you don't have a ton of representation in. I guess that they have a fair amount in other esports, but in Dota 2 they haven't at least
had good Counter-Strike team. I don't know if they have it right now.
That's probably Team Kinguin.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Not following the scene, but I remember it. It rings a bell. Imagine how much population Poland has, how many players, Dota players, and imagine China.
Right, yeah, that's a very good point. It's a much bigger country. So David and Goliath may be being born here, a little bit of a story being told. But we'll see if LGD Gaming are going to be able to pull this away and have the first 2-0 of this, or if it's maybe going to be Kinguin that take 2-0 of their own. But this group has all been 1-1 so far. First team that ends up pulling away with a 2-0 is going to have a huge advantage, particularly because you get 3 points for a 2-0 instead of just the 1 point for winning the game otherwise.
Yeah, well, I think Kinguin will take one game at least from LGD. I mean, overall, LGD should be more experienced team. Played these names, they played for more teams, more competition, bigger tournaments so far. I think Kinguin just need the more LAN experience. That's it.
And that's what they're getting right now. But LGD, they're going to be taking the Earth Spirit, a classic. We've seen this 1,010,000,000 times.
Still not nerfed enough, huh? Every single patch, you get a nerf. Darkseer, I mean, Darkseer didn't get a nerf in the previous patch, which is pretty questionable.
You think so?
Yeah.
Darkseer is so bad, though.
Well, he is, but he still needs to be nerfed because of the trend.
Fair enough. Well, Kinguin, though, they're going to be going for a heavy teamfight lineup early on here. Brewmaster Disruptor. Brew, to me, feels like one of those heroes that's on, like, that top-tier level. He's so freaking good, annoying with the Drunken Haze. His ultimate is obviously amazing. What do you think about this opening?
Pretty strong, though. Brewmaster, I don't think he would survive the second banning stage. Brewmaster as a hero was kind of underused, in my opinion. I was using it a lot in previous patches. Seems like teams started to see how strong he is. Can be even used as a mid laner if you want to have that blink dagger early on. Some Chinese teams use it that way. Brewmaster, Disruptor, a lot of team fight, a lot of disruption. It's really hard to play against Brew, especially because of the melee heroes got nerfed, no poor man's shield, so he can harass them a lot. I mean, the Drunken Haze is just utterly stupid to play against. So annoying.
And it costs like no mana too. My favorite thing to do is you run mid
Well,
as a
it costs some
position
mana. You can throw it like only 26, 27 times in a laning stage.
Exactly. I like to sit mid though and just drunken haze and then taunt people.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for position 4 Brewmaster.
That's what I do.
You do that?
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, you deserve a place in hell. A special place in hell for you, my buddy.
Well, it's going to be a Shadow Shaman taken now as well for LGD. So revealing their 2 supports early sometimes can be questionable if they end up like. Is there anything you could do to punish this?
Well, let's get back to the previous point. You want to be more annoying in pubs? I'll tell you a secret. You pick a Baron, get the Q, and just spam it like 10 times and suicide.
All right,
and come back once again.
That sounds great. I like that idea.
Underused as well.
Underused as well.
Well, you can make people actually disconnect from the game or just destroy the items, especially if you just buy a smoke, kill the chick as well.
Special tactics.
Special annoying tactics by Lacoste. So, Tidehunter being banned, no surprise there. A lot of Chinese teams love to play it, and the AoE that he received the buff. I mean, it covers the entire screen pretty much if you're standing in the middle of it.
Well, and also we got all those talent changes that just make him impossible to kill. Like increase 25% for anchor smash damage, the Kraken Shell talent. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. It's a little buff that Tidehunter needed. They might go for, if they want, for that Undying hero. That's the reason why they banned Gyro. Gyro has received a lot of buffs, though. We've seen it today a couple of times. I think he won every single game.
A lot of Chinese teams like it as well. Paparazzi was playing a ton of it, I know.
Paparazzi went ham that game. He was just attacking the Tombstone and killed 4 other heroes.
Oh my god. That's nuts.
Collateral damage. Almost rampage.
Yeah. I think that's the thing to me that's so cool about this type of a tournament is that you have the meeting of the metas, like Chinese meta meets North America, meets Europe, and then it's sort of like they can duke it all out, figure out who it is that's really got the best understanding of Dota, and figure out what are the heroes that really are the strongest, particularly on this new patch. But Bounty Hunter going to be taken out for Kinguin. Not always seen. We sometimes see it in the offlane. More often than not, it's still that support role, though.
I didn't see offline Bounty Hunter
for
quite some time. They run it?
Yeah, they do it.
Well, they're from NA, so it doesn't make any sense. They can run whatever. So what does he do on offlane? Just hide?
I don't remember
Steal
entirely.
XP?
They will, like, eventually you get to the point where you just start, like, beating people down. Because he actually does some decent damage once you get some levels on him. But yeah, hide and get experience, and then eventually a couple last hits, track people, and just run at them. I really doubt that that's going to be the case here. I'm sure that this is not going to be
It's a Brewmaster offlane, yeah. I don't want to sound too stupid.
No, definitely not.
So DP is out. DP, a lot of EU teams and North Americans started to pick up a DP. It's a kind of Chinese classic.
The Underlord is taken, and this is a hero that always feels like you need some type of a plan for. What do you like about this hero here? Why do you think LGD took it? I guess I should say.
But I'm not a fan of Underlord, to be honest. The hero's movement speed is just disgustingly bad. I mean, he has a talent. I guess one of the reasons is they can set up pretty much everything with these 3 heroes, and they still didn't pick any cores, so they don't reveal too much. It's really good against Brewmaster. Just Pit, Shadow Shaman, Earth Spirit, a lot of control for that Brew. The Brewmaster's going to have a hard time this game.
I guess the other thing is that if he gets his ulti off, you just pop Dark Rift, run away. There you go.
Well, with his aura, pandas don't deal that much damage. And the tankiness he provides with mech and the pipe, I guess that's what they wanted to deal with the Brewmaster.
You know the other thing that would be good? This is like one of the few times that we've seen a good instance for the new item, the Aeon Disc.
No,
it actually could be okay on Underlords. No? Okay. All right.
Aeon Disc is a really shitty item. It's the worst item from the new items.
Okay. It's worse than Meteor Hammer.
Well, yeah. For that amount of gold, I mean, it's hard to be worse than Meteor Hammer, but still, Aeon Disc is really near it.
Fair enough. The Ursa is going to get taken, the answer for the Underlord in a lot of ways. God, it's so hard to play against this. I actually really like the Ursa pick.
5 seconds remaining.
Ursa, yeah, well, he deals in the laning stage really well against Underlord. Oh, they don't have anything to clear the illusions so far. Really nice pick from LGD.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna need something. Is Queen of Pain still in the pool for Kinguin? Or what they love to run? It's a DK for Nisha. One way to deal with the illusions.
Yeah, that could be kind of cool. I guess that with still some more time on the clock, we'll figure out what they want to ban out. It is going to be a LGD pick first. Any chance that they end up running this PL mid? There's not really any reason to, I guess. Maybe they even try and aggro against the Ursa, so it's not a one-on-one versus the Underlord.
Well, they can. Bounty Hunter, not a best hero in the tri-lane. Disruptor also easily countered.
Turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Well, last pick, it's going to be the Shadow Fiend, new and improved. Have you seen the raise damage?
The raise damage is just insane. On level 2, we did some quick math, maybe not correct, but quick, around 700 damage.
That's so nuts if you can get a triple raise.
2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3.
I hear that.
Albert Einstein said it.
That's good, I like that. Well, and then now you think about it too, with Shadow Shaman already setting up? Oh man, this is going to be a nice little hit if they're able to get it.
I expect it to be Yule Scepter Shadowfin this game. It's really good against Ursa's overpower, setting up those kills, removing the tracks, buying some time in the Disruptor ulti, just pretty much everything.
And as you called it.
Yeah, well, that's what they needed. Some extra lockdown, clear the illusions from Phantom Lancer. Well, I want to see... Before, I would say DK does not care. If he gets a Poor Man's Shield in the previous patch, he does not care about Shadowfiend. But now, any melee hero against a Shadowfiend with the extra damage from the raises, I want to see how that goes. Yeah, I don't think melee hero has a chance against Shadowfiend, to be honest.
Well, and the thing that's scary, too, is that as you get those stacks up, they last for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So you can conceivably get them multiple times. And
6,000 damage stacked. If you just use a raise every 9 seconds, huh?
I mean, I don't know if we're going to be getting to those numbers, but it's a possibility, it's a chance, maybe a way. Who knows?
The only thing I don't like about it is that it looks like a Bloodseeker Thirst.
Oh, yeah. Which is a little bit sketchy. Well, we're going into this game number 1. It's going to be Kinguin facing off against LGD. And a lot on the lines for both of these teams. It's such a tough group to try and play your way through for both of these guys. And, well, the pause...
What would Dota be without a pause, huh?
That's the way of it. We can do math while it's happening.
All right, let's do some math.
80 bonus per stack. So first one, let's say you get to level 3. 160 times 3. So that's what? 5...
So it's 40? Basically 4 times 160.
Yeah. 4 times... Oh, no, because you get a third one.
So you get two extra stacks. So it's 160 plus... What? I'm not even... I'm watching at your screen. What?
Why are you doing it on my screen? Yeah, you should look over there.
So the damage on level 2 is base damage 160, yeah. And the extra damage is 80, so it's 4 times 160, which is 640.
Plus another 80 on top of that.
You don't get it for the first one.
Oh, right, you're right. Okay, good call. That's so much freaking damage. Oh no, Kinguin, they were the ones that were having trouble as well, I think, in the other game against Newbie, the PC Boom.
PC Boom, yeah, that's
it's the new meme. I love that. I also have to say that this is one of my favorite DK sets that he's got right here. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, it is.
Look at him. He's got like gold eyes and stuff. He looks awesome.
Looks like a footman from Warcraft 3.
No, I didn't play that game.
What?
I didn't play it. I played it a little bit afterwards.
So let's talk a little bit about Panda.
Yeah.
Can you put down the scoreboard
Yeah.
for the viewers?
This one?
Not this one.
Which one? You want this one?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
So Patos, his nickname is China Numero Uno.
Yeah, that's true.
And this profile picture, it's
Okay.
Pepe the Frog, but it's actually a rhinoceros. So it's Pepe the Rhinoceros, I guess.
Pepe the Rhinoceros.
Know your memes, huh?
That's great. I love it. China number uno. And all the other ones are like
Or maybe
nice,
it's
exotic to hear.
like China number uno because he has one horn. Uno horn.
I don't think that's why that is.
Uno horn, unicorn.
That's that's how unicorn came about. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Look at this. The Nisha apparently is an FN fan.
FN? Why FN? Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at Squirrel.
Oh no, it's the Squirtle
What does
picture.
FN have to do with Pokemons? That's my first idea, but
What about the other ones? It's interesting to me always what these people choose to take as like their highlighted thing. So this guy, who is this? This is Yao. He decided to put as his first match that it was February 20th, 2014. I mean, I'm sure that that's sort of
Scrub.
Oh, look at this one.
Mine
He's got
was-
his matches. What was yours?
2011.
Was that for Dota 2?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
of course. I've
Yeah.
played Dota for 10 plus years since it came out. 5 something version.
That's quick math. Brewmaster here. So let's talk a
look
little
at him.
bit.
He's blinking. Look at those eyes.
Yeah. It's actually looks very scary.
I mean, do you think it's a male or a female? You can't tell because of the mustache.
I mean,
I don't know
it's definitely a guy.
if Pandaren women have mustache.
But you can hear it in his voice. What was his nickname in Dota 1? What was the Brewmaster name?
Ooh.
Was it just like the Drunken Brawler or something? Or Warrior?
Nah, he had a name.
Yeah. Do you remember any of the other names of people in the
Yeah.
game?
Well,
What was Disruptor's name?
nope. Rasta, that's Shadow Shaman.
Rasta,
Underlord,
Shadow Shaman.
Pit Lord, I don't know if he had a name.
Wasn't it Nevermore for
Nevermore, yeah.
the Shadow Fiend?
Earth Spirit was not in Dota 1.
Yeah.
Ursa was Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This Fuzzy
I'm
Wuzzy?
not kidding you, it was his name.
That's awesome.
Dragon Knight. Wow, I have to check, I forgot.
Some of these sound like they'd be really cool names a bit. Did Bounty Hunter have one?
Yeah, everyone had a name.
I guess that makes sense. That they wouldn't have been the real ones that are there. I wonder what Disruptor's mount's name is. Because that's the other thing, is that all of them have different names. So like Luna's mount is Nova. I know that. And then I don't remember what Podum's is. Which one's Bounty Hunter? They have it right there? Bounty.
It doesn't find anything.
Oh my goodness. Can't even see
Gotta
it.
do it manually.
That's awful. That sounds terrible. Well, let's get back into talk a little bit about the game, see if we can salvage some of this. Obviously, we do have a pause. I think that...
Oh, Ezreal, Phantom Lancer.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, Ursa was Fuzzy Wuzzy and Ulsar.
Ulsor.
Yeah.
All right, well played, well played. Missing bottom, help, help. Well played. And go is called. All right, we're back into the game.
Mangix, Pandaren, Brewmaster.
Nice.
All right, seems like we're about to start the game, actually.
So let's talk about what needs to happen for each of these teams. What is the way that they win
Kill
the
the
game?
throne.
Kill the throne. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate that.
Or make them forfeit, or whatever.
Pause, please. Be right back. I love the chat wheel. This is what Kinguin always do. There were a bunch of qualifier games where they're playing against Mouse, and Mouse were having computer issues, and they kept on doing that. They would spam pause, please, and be right back.
So, what needs to happen?
Yeah.
I guess Shadowfiend needs to have a free farm, get some sentries, some good early rotations from Earth Spirit. I don't think Brewmaster on top lane can really do too much against Rasta and Phantom Lancer. He can easily just use the Doppelganger to remove the Drunken Haze, so he can actually free farm.
Well, yeah,
It's going to depend a lot when the Brewmaster gets his Blink Dagger on the side of Kinguin. And rotations from Bounty Hunter. I'm not a big fan of Bounty, to be honest. I never was.
It does seem like it's going to need to get a lot out of this bounty to make him work. And
yeah, because if the early game doesn't go too well, then you need to buy a tome, and you end up being level 5 with a tome.
We saw one, it was like a level 2 bounty hunter at like 9 minutes earlier today.
So you just end up playing 4 versus 5 pretty much.
Yeah, that sucks. That's really too rough. Yeah, it does feel like Shadow Fiend. We watched a couple of games the other day, and it felt like he was quite strong in the laning phase. His laning phase was a lot better because of the race changes, but he still ran into the same issues that Shadow Fiends do later on, where he can get bursted. He's still Shadow Fiend. He needs the defensive heroes, and they don't really have that so much on LGD's lineup.
Yeah, that's why Yule Scepter.
Okay. So what's the build?
Just a classic Aquila, Magic Wand, Power Threads into Yule Scepter, maybe a BKB after, or he can go like more defensive build with I don't know, he's gonna need Butterfly at one point, not too early, against Ursa, Panda, DK. Maybe S and Y if he wants to just tank up, get some armor. Maybe even go, well, depends how the game goes, what he gets. Yeah. Shadow Blade is not a bad idea as well. Against Bounty Hunter so-so, but can easily be upgraded to Silver Edge, so he can break the Dragonite and the Ursa. A lot of ways to build him, but I think Spellcaster Shadow Fiend right now is just too good. Especially if the game goes even bad for you with the raises, and if you just get some stacks in the forest, you can easily come back into the game.
Look at this guy. This guy,
he is obsessed with China #1.
Ni hao. They keep on doing it. Yeah, I also saw haven't got a chance to take a look at a ton of the Ursa play recently. I haven't seen a ton of the talents and stuff that got changed around, but a mana regen, strength, Earthshock cooldown, agility, the Fury reset, Fury Swipe's reset time is kind of interesting, and rage duration is also good. But the 600 AoE Earthshock, that thing ends up being huge. It's such a large AoE, it's ridiculous.
600 plus 600, that's a lot. I didn't see it.
It's 1,000 AoE. It's 1385 AoE, so it's just like the whole screen almost of Earthshock. I don't know if it's better than the 14 Fury Swipes damage.
Worse version of, I don't know, upheaval with the damage. Not worse, it's actually better.
Yeah, because it's on a 5-second cooldown.
Well, and you can lower it to 4.
240 damage as well. I guess that you don't have enough mana to spam it, probably. Maybe you do. But we'll have to wait and see.
Well, let's look at the Shadow Fiend's talents. Plus 10 spell amp. Plus if you get the Yule Scepter, you get some more intelligence up. Some more spell amp. Then I guess you go for a movement speed against these heroes, against pandas. You can just run away from them. Yeah. Shadow Raise damage, plus 150. You do the math.
That's big.
Level 20, level 4 raises, triple stack with the spell amp. Just to give me a number. Doesn't mean to be correct, you just need to be fast. Like 7,400. Just throw in a random number.
I'm going to say 1,700.
Sounds like okay.
Let's see, it's 300, and then it's 150 damage.
Well, it's not 300, it's 450.
Yeah, 450, yeah. Sorry, plus the 150.
450.
So 450. So that's going to be what? That's 1,350, and then you get 80 damage bonus on the second two, so that's going to be another 160. So you end up with around, I was pretty close. Yeah, you end up with like right around under 1,600.
Plus a 10 spell amp, that's
1,700. I'm on the money. Oh, man. I should go to casino.
Do you watch South Park?
No, not as much anymore. I stopped after like season 12 or something. I'm like season 54 now.
The previous season was pretty bad. I don't like it, but the new one is just so good. Feels like the old South Park. Every episode is just awesome.
I'm down to go check that out. Some South Park later, maybe. If we can get the game of Dota 2 done first. That's the important thing, because we're still waiting on LGD. One more member waiting to reconnect, Mr. Victoria. And what do you think about Shadow Shaman right now? We haven't seen a ton of this fella. He's kind of every now and then shows up, maybe ends up getting a Aghanim Scepter on him in the super late game.
Well, he's one of the heroes. He's pretty unique in terms of that he can solo split push as position 5, which is pretty rare. Like, you can do it with Lesh, but Lesh is pretty much a mid hero. Some teams run him as a 4/5, like Penta, and I've seen it one more time. I don't remember who was it. I think Navi was it.
Okay.
So, I mean, pretty unique though in terms of that. But good lane harasser. I don't know. I feel like the hero is underpicked, to be honest. Feels so strong. Has mana problems though in the early stages.
Yeah, and I guess the thing that always seems so strange about it is that with his talents and with like the damage that he does, it always feels like it's too much of like a meme, but he could become that like a core almost. That you could almost play him in a core. He's like almost on the verge of it, but...
Did you watch the Dota Pit game when Virtus Pro played it?
No, I didn't.
He had a solo as position 5, and you know solo.
Yeah, of course. Nothing.
Yeah, so he ended up with a refresher orb.
Oh, jeez.
And they gave him the cheese and refresher shard. So he used triple snakes.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I did see that. I remember
it was not needed, but the Raxes went down in actually 1.5 seconds.
It's so much freaking damage. Like, the ward's attack damage plus 60, 25 talent. The Serpent ward's max HP. And then they double strike. It's just, ugh. It does feel like it's quite good. And it's a way to, like, end the game. But when they play it in the position 5, it's a lot harder to make that happen. Unless you're involved in a ton of kills, which maybe he can be with the Shadow Fiend here. You know? If he just walks mid and shackles somebody when maybe he's level 2.
Yeah, well, the thing about him, he's super buffed because of the Hex cannot be dispelled anymore, so him and Lion will be picked more often. And, I mean, just the Hex as an item in general.
I mean, because you can't, like, Lotus it off anymore. Who's it probably going to be? I guess you can't dispel it with Enrage. Ooh, man. That could be rough. If you get Aghanims, there's, like, no way to deal with it. Like, Ags doesn't even work anymore. That's a tough one. That is a tough one indeed. Well, I think that what we might end up doing, because last time the break ended up being
45 minutes.
About 45 minutes.
And I need to pee so badly, but he just reconnected. Thanks a lot, Victoria.
Well, we'll see if he comes back and joins us. Since he reconnected, we'll hang out. I was going to say that we'd go to a short break, but we'll wait here for another couple of moments and see if there's any reaction. Again, apologize for the delays. There's some issues that happen, PC boom, and we deal with them. We roll with the punches, we make it happen. We're going to watch Dota 2 as the game is finally going to get started. Kinguin versus LGD. All name here is missing.
Now, what do you think about Kinguin's logo?
I like it.
Find it kind of cute. Could look more scary, to be honest.
It's sort of weird. It's not anime, but it's like cutie in the same vein as anime. You know what I mean?
I'm not an anime fan.
I'm not either, but it feels like it's that same style of like trying to be cutesy and nice and pretty, but it's like it's not anime, which I can appreciate.
Do you know that I actually touched the penguin when I was in UAE? Yeah.
Oh my goodness! How was it?
It's kind of fluffy and hard at the same time. Depends where you touch him.
What?
Well, I was touching it behind his head. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Not the small head, the big one.
Jesus.
You can actually swim with them, but the temperature of the water is so low. I was afraid. Not a big fan of low temperatures. Kind of freezing now at the moment.
Yeah, it's a little cold, a little chilly, but all good. LGD walking forward here. There's a lot of heroes.
What do you think the penguin's height is? Like the biggest ones?
Like 3 feet tall.
In non-American units?
Like a meter.
I think they're even below that.
Really?
The King Penguins, which is this one probably. King Penguin. Is I don't know, near your knee, the height of your knee.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, when you watch the documentaries, they seem so much bigger because of the close shots. Let's focus on what matters, the penguins, once again.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you can... I've fed some penguins with the fishes, and I mean, you can actually teach them stuff. They're pretty smart animals.
That's adorable. I love that. Team Kinguin, best team name because it's penguins. But that being said,
Top lane,
LGD
though,
in the mid lane,
Patos.
they're going to make it happen. Patos low ends up getting the salve off and able to run away from them. So LGD not quite able to find the finish, and that one kind of hurts. They expended a decent amount for that. But meanwhile, it's the mid lane matchup as well, where Maybe is trying to get as many souls as he can. So far he has 4, but it's a lot of damage in from Nisha with that damage reduction, and hard to make it work.
Yeah, well, Disruptor starting mid, what he used 2 times Thunderstrike already. Kind of hard to deal against it, especially with the melee hero like an Earth Spirit. He almost got the full level 2 on that mid lane with the Earth Spirit. Disruptor is already level 2. Well, it benefits more the Earth Spirit, to be honest.
Yeah. He's definitely having a nicer time of it, but it does also come at the cost of maybe running into HP and survival issues right here. It's going to be a little bit tough if he just keeps on getting these Breathe Fires spammed out on him, and as well as, of course, the Thunder Strikes like you're mentioning. The roll forward, able to dodge away from that one. Rune is bottom. LGD somewhat upset about that situation, I'm sure. But an Arcane, that's actually really big for both sides. It looks like DK is going to be the one that's able to go and secure it, probably.
I don't think he's going to go walk. He's actually going for a rune. What?
That's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
I gotta spam that Breath of Fire. Breathe Fire? What? Called Breathe Fire?
Breathe Fire.
Thought it was Breath of Fire for some reason.
It's like the Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Well, Somnus maybe trying to make this work is going to be able to get the deny there as well, and Raises got to be careful. It's a lot of damage. Top lane, battles a Bruin, and in fact, they're doing a good amount of damage to Brew. Victoria, though, is he going to go down? First blood drawn by Patos. He falls, but was able to draw that first blood, and well, this should just be a runaway, as the Bounty Hunter does still have Invis, dealing some more tribute damage, and in the mid lane, they end up losing that DK as well.
Yeah, with the rotation from Earth Spirit. I mean, it's pretty secure kill. Already Shadowfiend having that extra nuke power, but kind of behind in the CS game. 16 against 10.
Not what you would have wanted for sure, and still hitting that Breathe Fire over and over and over again. They have a Thunder Strike if they wanted to use it. But right now, you take a look at that, and down bottom lane, we haven't talked a lot about. Exotic Deer still able to kind of dominate the Underlord, although FY's been able to get a lot out of this lane for himself.
Oh, he might get a kill. One more.
Almost able to get it, not quite there, but in the meantime, it was the, well, kill onto the Shadow Fiend and also the Disruptor.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Well, I expect Nisha to maybe go for Hood this game. A lot of magical damage coming out from pretty much every single hero on their side. I mean, they don't have any physical damage besides Shadowfiend and Rest Awards.
Yeah, and in fact, it's going to be Earth Spirit rolling down there, top lane again. Maybe something to brew in. They go forward onto Ame, trying to, he can bait out a Doppelganger. He actually doesn't have it skilled right now. Level 4 with no Doppelganger. They could have clapped him, maybe.
I was expecting it to have it. I mean, it's always more safe to have it just for the dodging the ganks, removing the Drunken Haze, but the thing is, Panda didn't even go for Drunken Haze. I guess that's why.
Yeah. Still, it's a scary situation, and they can just keep clapping him. It's a lot of damage, and again, no Doppelganger. They're starting to bring him very low, and he's just gonna die.
Yo, buddy, you wish you had a Doppelganger there, huh?
I think so. Mid lane, something else going in. They missed a raise, missed a roll, missed every damn thing. Kinguin getting away from that one.
Oh, El Lisage with level 2 Thunderstrike just for extra harassment. Look at that Shadowfiend HP just dropping.
Yeah, it's nuts. Really tough. They also shrined up in the top lane, and Radiant are going to be in a position to try and move in and make something else happen. They're actually going to be bringing the Bounty Hunter mid instead, and he's gotten a lot so far. Level 3, almost 4, at just under 6 minutes for a Bounty.
Yeah, he was sticking top. They're just trying to pressure Phantom Lancer, and after that kill on Panda, Panda had to go back, so Bounty Hunter got a lot of XP. Exotic Deer on the bottom lane, level 6, so Underlord needs to be careful. I mean, Underlord can't really stop him from farming with a melee hero. He's still sitting on 25 CS against, what, 36 from Ursa. You can expect that, but Underlord can still easily catch up.
This could potentially be a kill on the maybe. They're going to pull him back in for the glimpse. Slowed down and killed off. Bounty in the same time, though. Ends up dying up here at top, but you take that trade every day of the week.
Shadowfin with what? 2 deaths already?
Uh-oh.
2-2-0.
They have a stun, they have a Shackles if they want to use it. K-Core there as well. They're waiting on it. Shackles come out. They're able to break it, though. Patos trying to walk away and is going to be able to live. Great decision-making there. K-Core to hold on to that Shuriken. And in fact, can they pull back Yao?
He doesn't have it. Oh, he has 1 level only.
Yeah.
That's not enough. So, wow, feels so sad for Shadow Shaman. Look at his inventory. It's like having...
Oh, God! Oh, Victoria!
There's a chicken coming. Yeah, that's his Boots of Speed. And some Observer Wards, plus a Clarity Potion.
Yeah, what if the Bounty Hunter just sniped that one right in front of him? That would have been the most depressing thing.
Shadow Shaman 3-2-5 move speed. That's so sad. I mean, the hero is so fun to play, but the movement speed is... Oh, mid lane, they're trying to make a go on Nisha.
Roll in, though, again, and they've actually able to turn this back around. The stun is there. They have a kinetic field if they want to lay it down. K-Core there as well. Now starting to fall down low. They aren't able to dodge away from it, but Nisha is so big on this Dragon Knight. They have the stun. They break the ultimate. They're going to take down, maybe, probably. Is it going to actually happen? Nisha walks forward close, and they find the finish. Victoria trying to stand tall against him, but they're just going to walk away. Nisha, what a player.
And it's a Shadow Fiend with level 1 Requiem with only level 2 Necromastery, so that's not too much damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Dragon Knight has a lot of HP with just Power Threads, Magic Wand. I mean, this hero with Soul Ring doesn't need to go heal ever, unless you kill him.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's such a neat build. And can farm out the jungle a little bit. I was interested if he was going to try and do some more damage to the tower, but with people standing there, he wasn't able to get as much as he might have wanted. We also see that PL is rotated and goes into the jungle a little bit. Brew has been able to get level 6 now.
Brew wants to get a bottle. Seems like these offlane brews, they need some kind of a mana, and for later on, just try to snipe some runes, especially the Arcane rune, once you get a Blink Dagger, so it's easy to fight with.
Oh, triple raise! It's gonna happen. Beautiful by maybe. Knew exactly what he needed to do. But that was just a triple rage and I think like 1 hit, and they ended up finding a kill. But now he might end up paying the price. He's tanking all the creeps as well. He's almost gonna go down. The Thunderstrike, it's not quite enough. Oh man, 1 more hit from Nisha and it might have been a kill. Is he? Oh, I thought they were gonna go for it for a Breathe Fire there, but doesn't want to.
He has 8 wand charges, so he can just juke it easily. Yeah, he has Power Threads, just tanking up a little bit. This is overall a better Shadowfin build because you can fight early. Has that Yule Scepter I was talking about queued up.
The Bounty Hunter, again level 6, but Ame going to be taking down this tower while mid took a lot of damage. Not quite finished as of yet. There's also a TP coming in here in the top lane. They found themselves Ame, but the reveal of the bounty maybe a bit too soon. The doppelganger, he came out of it. And now Ame, they're chasing the wrong one. They're trying to juke this. Is this going to actually end up working? They can reveal themselves. It's still a lot of damage. It's not quite enough, though. Patos walking in. They slow. They clap. They kill. Yes. They find it. While that was all happening as well, the Disruptor ended up going down as too, so a little bit rough. Rotation in. Nisha. That's a lot of damage over time, and it looks like they are going to find that kill.
The amount of the damage Shadowfin deals right now with level 4 raises is just insane. They should be careful. What Kinguin needs to do, they need the... Well, actually Ursa went for a Mask of Madness. Full Mask of Madness instead of just a mask. That's gonna delay his Blink Dagger a lot. Yeah. 600 gold only on him. I mean, they can try to force a fight near the Roche pit with Ursa and Panda ulti.
Yeah, and that's sort of something that we'll have to keep our eyes on. Things that they can use to contest, probably the best would be Earth Spirit. And he does have level 5, almost gonna have Magnetize up.
Yeah, he already used the Tome. On this side of Kinguin, you have 2 heroes who needs to use the Tome. Disruptor and Bounty. Bounty picked it up, so he's level 6 now. As I said, they're just trying to take the Roche with the Ursa right now because it's hard to fight into Panda. I don't know if he has enough damage. If he bashes him a couple more times, he's not.
No, the Enrage is there. Looks like he'll be good. So, yeah, it's Roshan going the way of Exotic Deer. And they could maybe even try and push this a bit more with Aegis and having track.
Did you see Nisha accidentally on purpose passing by the Roche just to get XP?
I didn't see that. That's a clever little play. You always like to have that happen for yourself. Let's see if the Ursa gets upset about it, but it happens.
Well, he didn't spam well played, so I guess he's not mad.
Well, Yao realizes the dust was there. They pop the track, trying to run, but the shackles in. The finish, maybe finding another one, swaggering around the field.
So Phantom Lancer with the Yasha build as a first item, which delays your Diffusal Blade, but excels your farming. And a little bit for the move speed, so you pretty much farm faster in the forest. He also went for Phantom Rush level 3, so he just wants to farm as fast as possible because of the extra agility he gets.
That's quite a nice farming build for sure. The issues, I guess, is less survivability and less ability to fight.
Yeah, well, he does not want to fight right now, that's why. So if he just continues to farm, once he gets the Diffusal Blade, we'll have that level 4 Doppelganger ready for the fighting.
Well, bottom lane, they're using the last of this Dragon form to take down the tower.
What is Disruptor doing? He has no items at all. Like, he has a scroll.
I don't know. Kikor, very low. They have the track on him. He's going to burn out into the Magnetize. Yeah, Disruptor has been struggling. That is for sure. My God.
My man was on the mid lane just spamming that Thunder Strike with Clarity Potions.
He doesn't have boots. He doesn't have anything. Oh, no. I mean, it's still, like, kind of working out for them, right?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, they're only, what, 1k below? So it's all good. Oh, he had it in a chicken.
Right,
someone was using his chicken. Well, chick in this patch is pretty much used all the time because of, especially during the early stages, because safe laners can't pretty much buy anything on the side shop.
Yeah, that is a problem. You'd think at least supports. I mean, since he's been sitting mid, he's not been able to like run over and pick up his boots at any point.
Yeah, thank you once again, Victoria, for that. On pause. Now my bladder is full. Top lane.
That's why. Just gets taken down. It's too easy. It's the strength of the Ursa against the Underlord, and that's why Aeon Disc. You're still not a fan.
No, I'll never be unless they buff the item.
Okay. Patos trying to see if they can get a solo onto Yao here. Pops the ultimate forward as well. They roll, but not going to happen as they break that roll. And in fact, Yao going to be ran down. Easy pickoff there, and more bounty gold going their direction. That's a Blink Dagger as well for the Brewmaster.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need. They still have Aegis and Ursa, so they might even go for tier 2. But the bottom lane, there it is. Victoria, as I mentioned, position 5 hero that just throws the wards, does not care, can easily push the tower. There's gonna be some free gold on the bottom lane for Panda, though.
This is nice. And it doesn't even actually end up taking the tower. So really, I don't know, it feels really off for LGD right now. Not their normal style of play. Things aren't going as smoothly as we expect out of them as a Yule Scepter lift up. You were talking about it. From maybe the double raise is all they need to finish that one.
Shadowfiend level 11. Once he gets to level 12, I think he can one-shot pretty much anyone besides DK.
Patos found again. He is going to be shackled, going to be raised 3 times. Oh, no, missed that one. And now Yule Scepter lift up and just going to ulti him. Why not?
He was afraid that he might have an ulti, I don't know. It was still on cooldown for almost a minute.
Yeah.
But Panda actually went for... that's his Blink Dagger, didn't have it there. So Gloves of Haste, I guess he's going for a late Midas. Kind of a similar build that Slardars were used to go. Blink Dagger just for the initiation, then Hand of Midas to excel the farm.
I guess he was able to find that kill earlier without the Blink Dagger, but he also had an Invis run. Does feel a little bit greedy with a Bounty Hunter on the team as well. But, well, if it ends up working out, we'll see. As does have that Blink done, and Hand of Midas queued up, ready to go. Next couple minutes, how do you see this working out for both teams? Roshan possibly going to respawn in 2.5 minutes. Where do you think is going to be happening?
I think they can take a fight in the Roche pit as Kinguin, because Phantom Lancer actually decided to go for Manta style. I saw it one game today. Phantom Lancer did the same thing. And I don't see the reason behind it. I mean, you can get out of track, maybe just for the dodge, but you don't deal damage right now.
Yeah. Teams definitely have different ideas about it in some ways. As Shadow Fiend caught down here bottom, they used the Brew ulti for that one and able to secure themselves a kill. And well, now the lift up, the rest of them are chasing really good Brew ulti here. As this is going to be Shadow Shaman stuck again for the moment. They magnetized, did every dang thing here for the Bounty Hunter, but again the slow. He's giving up his life to make sure the cores are going to be in the area where they take him down. 3 track kills there.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold for Kinguin. Triple track kill plus the full wards from Rasta, plus look at the creep wave. That's 15
huge.
creeps there.
So much freaking gold into their favor. 1700.
Oh, Panda almost has the Hand of Midas. I mean, with the build he's gonna go for Phase of Boots plus 30 damage talent, he can actually 2-shot Rasta.
It's really scary.
It's more of a late game.
Oh, Static Storm tries to Manta away from it, but Exotic Deer is on him. Alicia. Oh man, he's making it happen for himself. 13 to 13, and just a flurry of action has exploded out from Kinguin.
Yeah, that Manta style didn't help him there at all. If he had the Fusel Blade, that would be a dead Disruptor. Disruptor actually managed to get back into the game. Level 9, almost level 10.
Has items.
Yeah, has some items as well.
And obviously, it would have just been a situation where Disruptor didn't have the mana for the ultimate there if all those illusions were chasing him, so... Alright. Patos, Hand of Midas coming out to him. Do you try and, like, Roche possible to respawn in 20 seconds? Like, they don't have a ton of vision around this area. Anything else that you expect to see? Do LGD get into a position where they try and find pickoffs now?
They can try to sneak into Roche with the Shadowfiend and Rasta wards, plus a Firestorm from the Underlord. They should have enough damage. I mean, it's a cheese Aegis. If they time it right, they're just using the scan, trying to see if they're there. I mean, Kinguin knows the Roche timer.
They're smoked mid, though, right now. This is a scary moment. They break the smoke with the Bounty Hunter. He sees everything, and they aren't going to be able to do it. They're going to roll forward for this. They missed the stun. They missed the everything. Kinguin, the turnaround, the static storm is there. Exotic Darren's on top of all of them. They're not getting anything off. LGD are getting ran at. Are they going to kill him off? Maybe falls. The only one to die from Kinguin has been the bounty hunter, and Nisha just standing tall in this one. They now turn their sights onto the PL. He's going to drop. The ulti comes far too late from FY, and he is going to fall as well. A triple kill for Nisha.
That's a full man wipe just for the bounty hunter. The heroes on the side of Kinguin are so tanky. I mean, Ursa can just go in because he had a BKB there, so he can just jump on whoever he wants. Pretty much he jumped on the Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend needs to heal himself. Good ulti from El Lisage. There was no BKB on Shadowfiend yet. Pretty easy to fight. Like, you can't focus the Ursa because of the BKB, because of his ulti. Then you have a Brewmaster who you need to focus. Then you have a Dragon Knight who's super tanky.
Right.
So it's gonna be super hard for LGD to fight right now, especially with the second BKB being picked up by a Dragon Knight.
And the Aegis and Cheese going to be picked up here. This is such a huge moment. They took the tier 2 tower, they take the Roshan, they win that team fight, and they're going to have track going forward. And it'll cost. Kinguin are looking great.
Yeah, this is not looking good for LGD. I mean, the Shadowfiend is going for that magic build. He wants to fight, but on the other side you have Phantom Lancer who does not want to fight, which is... I don't know.
It feels like a disparity in terms of the decisions. Like, it's not that any one is wrong, it's just that the both of them together don't do the same things.
Still didn't feel the presence of the Underlord. Like, the hero didn't do anything. He's sitting on, what's the score? 0-2-1. So 1 kill participation in 22 minutes. He has the items, has that Solar Crest, so Ursa can't focus him or his allies, but the hero didn't do anything.
Oh, and now Kinguin knocking on the front door. Nobody else is home.
Yeah, look at the FY. This is where he shines.
Oh, man. There he goes. Stunned. They jump forward. They start to take him down. He's gone.
Didn't shy for too long.
Oh, man. And now they get the lift up, but it's not really going to do anything. Nisha's just standing here. They have a catapult that's alive the whole time. They do send in the PL Illusions, doing a good amount of damage, and well, they are eventually going to be able to bring him back down, but this tower down to about half HP. Primal Spit used. They jump forward, gonna again find the Earth Spirit, keeping Yao out of the fight. The stun was there onto 2 of them. Static Storm down again. They find the kill onto Ame. He has to buy back now on this PL at 22 minutes into the game. They're completely dismantling them. The BKBs are done, but it's gonna be a lane of racks, and well, now maybe they need to run Nisha. Armlet toggling gets the blink away. The rest of Kinguin is out of there.
Smart choice by Kinguin. They still have the Cheese and Aegis, but both BKBs were popped, so they can just go back to heal and come back once again. Try to push just the mid tower, I guess. Top Raxes are down, Rasta wards are down. Phantom Lancer just bought back, so he's not gonna have enough money to buy that Diffusal Blade, which he actually needs. Even with the Diffusal Blade, I don't think they have enough damage to actually fight. They need the Kinguin to actually make a mistake, maybe dive too deep.
Well, the thing, because they went so early with that first Aegis, they're going to be able to go another round of it. It's still, what, another 2.5 minutes before it expires? Yeah, this is really bad. Oh, and Shadow Fiend walking forward. He realizes there are heroes there and just immediately backs out. So, again, if you're LGD at this point, where do you sort of look to? What are you trying to do now?
Well, they can just try to smoke and go from behind before Brewmaster has his BKB. That's the 3rd BKB.
Well, there's FY who just drops. They don't have an answer.
Yeah, it's just a desperation coming out from LGD. There's really no play. They can turn the game. I guess big Shadow Fiend ulti, 5-man Earth Spirit. Because Phantom Lancer does not deal the damage. He's just tickling the Nisha.
Yeah. Nisha just backs out again. They pop the dust, but not able to do anything. Force staff forward, in a little bit of trouble, but the Stack Storm down. They're trying to bring him down. The Hex, it's there as well. Nisha's still living through this. He's silenced, trying to armor toggle through it. He gets the toggle off through the Magnetize, but he does eventually die to Yao, and now they've lost 3. It is just the Aegis, though, so they're going to end up having it back in just a second with no PL, no buyback for 60 seconds, and Underlord out of the fight. They might be able to get away with the rest of these Exotic Deer, trying to get away, but he is going to be brought down. Salvation for LGD. BKB pop for Patos. He's still taking a lot of damage here with the blink back off cooldown in just a little bit. I think he's going to be able to escape, and they will, but it was a big price to pay.
Yeah, as I mentioned, big Earth Spirit ultimate there. Also a little bit of overextension from Kinguin. They were just pushing the tower. Dragon Knight got caught, had to use the cheese, then got hexed. Rasta is what, level 12?
That's not bad.
I mean, the Rasta is actually in a really good position in this game. He's only sitting on 3 deaths and casting some excellent hexes.
Yeah, it's just so tough though, because it's still a hero that like just hasn't been able to get as much farm as he might have wanted, in spite of the fact that he's been able to do a lot. But that's just the story of the game for LGD.
Well, that was with the buyback from the Underlord, so the Underlord's not gonna have any items soon. What is it? Earth Spirit has a Blink Dagger. That's actually huge. They just need to try to start a fight, make them pop BKBs, and then take a fight, but it's gonna be super hard.
Well, they blow up one, but Static Storm is down. The stun is there. Bounty Hunter's starting to fall. He is gonna get 4-staffed away, but one more raise finishes his day, and Patos now as well gets caught there. Yule Scepter, and alright, they realize they don't want to fight. And instead, they're going to pull him back in. Pops the BKB. Exotic Deer turning to try and take him down. Can they find a kill? He's so fast right here. As well, though, FY trying to get his ulti out and away. He has managed to make it.
Oh.
The skin of his teeth.
Yeah, they almost got him because Shadowfiend popped the BKB way too late. He could just use it and run away from Glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a Phantom Lancer who does not have Diffusal Blade at minute 27. It's really hard to play the hero without it.
Yeah. And Nisha now is building towards an Assault Cuirass. This is some terrifying stuff. The smoke out. LGD looking to punish. Who can they find? Really anybody, unfortunately. So, one thing you could say with this movement speed talent,
yeah,
maybe it's moving like crazy.
Yeah, I just checked it. He was under the smoke effect, so he was moving at the max movement speed. But 496.
When he's...
Yeah, when he has power treads on agility.
Well, I don't know if movement speed is going to be enough. We did see it saved his life last time, but it's still such a hard thing to make happen in this game. Down 15,000 net worth. Man, Kinguin really came to play here. They're showing their stuff. It's great to see.
Yeah, I guess they're just going to wait for the Roche, who may respawn in 1 minute.
What have we here?
Refresher shard on Panda, maybe? Just a double ulti. They try to get it.
Double ulti, double the fun. Or double Static Storm, maybe? I don't know if that's worth it.
They have, what, 1 BKB on the side of LGD, only on Shadowfiend, but I think Panda ulti twice. Especially with, oh, look at Panda, that's the thing I was mentioning during the laning stage. Bottle with the Arcane Rune, the best rune you can get.
Well, and then have you seen his 25 talent, too?
Yeah, it's pretty insane. On level 20 you get the extra HP for the units. It's what, 15 seconds downtime?
He could go attack speed too. I mean, either one. Like you said, like I guess then you don't actually need it.
Well, with the BKB, he might actually go for the attack speed because of the build he went. 30 damage, phase boots, BKB. He's not really afraid to fight into these spells.
I mean, I guess if you're going to go that route, then you'd probably want to go the Drunken Brawler chance, maybe? Because, I don't know. It's tough to tell, because you wouldn't want to ulti then if you've got all this, like, damage. But maybe it's still good. We'll see what he goes for. Honestly, the way that this game is going, it feels like it could be over before that even happens. Although, LGD has been making some strides back into their favor.
So yeah, Shadowfiend completed S and Y. Why? Because I said so.
There you go. He's up to 532 movement speed now.
529. When on strength.
When on strength treads. Fair enough. The value 3 movement speed. Well,
he needs that butterfly against Ursa, Dragonite, and the Brewmaster. But Brew just popped the Arcane Rune. Roche will respawn in a minute and a half,
LGD.
which favors LGD more.
It's so hard to initiate with the Yule Scepter now for Shadow Fiend because they have those BKBs and stun good. Blink away there from Nisha. Make sure he doesn't get brought down. Minute and a half. LGD looking for an opening. They're underneath the ward though, and they realize that now. They get the initiation there from Patos, trying to find the Static Storm, but already blown up his Victoria. He is gone. FY also in trouble, and now they'll roll away. They're trying to get out of this one, but they have found themselves Yao. He is going to be brought down. Another kill going their way. They've also caught maybe... I don't know if they're going to be able to get the lift up on him. He's very, very swift. And, well, on the other side, they found themselves the PL. Nisha gets lifted up there in the Yule Scepter. They're trying to make it happen, but the BKB comes out. He's able to walk away from him. Now Somnus just, again, being ran down here. They get the stun. They get the kill. And it's all falling apart.
Yeah, who bought back? Yao bought back, so it's actually a full team wipe just for the Disruptor. It's really hard to fight into 3 BKBs with... not too much lockdown. I mean, they can get pretty much out of every single spell besides Shackle and Hex.
Yeah.
And Shadow Fiend just was trying. Yeah, that's GG.
It was ridiculous. So Kinguin take game number 1 against LGD, the China Slayers. It's happening. And with this coming out now, if they're able to take a 2-0 victory, they would be sitting top of Group B. And going into this was a team that people were saying for sure